Hi, this is Dr. Nick. I'm the incrementalist. I'm here with Susie Justus. She's the in-house clinical nurse at ResMed, and we're looking at some of the products that they've got here. Susie, thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you
So,
for stopping.
tell us a little bit about some of the innovation that you've got here. I think this, particularly interesting. What's this and why is it special?
This is ResMed's travel unit for patients, and what this does is it allows patients to have the freedom to travel much lighter, whether it's international, through state to state, with the convenience of a much smaller device that is just as effective as their home unit. It has the same exact algorithm as their home unit, but built into this compact little system.
And I think it's impossible to do this on video, but I did pick it up. It's incredibly light. And I think the other interesting innovation is that you've got the humidifier going on the pipe, right?
Correct. So the difference is with this particular mask, because this is a home unit, in comparison to your home unit, this is the travel unit. We don't have water in this one, but you do have a filter that's inside this mask right here that picks up the water molecules when you exhale your air, and what it does is it allows you to have a comfortable exhalation, and it's comfortable for the nasal cavity.
Right, and that particular device is which? Is that the pillows?
This is the pillows
Yeah,
mask.
so the
This
nasal
is called
pillows,
the
most
P10.
popular version.
It's the least obtrusive. It's
Right.
really nice to get effective therapy with the least obtrusive mask, as long as you have a fairly decent nasal cavity.
And I think what's also, if you just take that off, we can see. So quick release if you need to get up and go to the bathroom.
Absolutely.
You don't have to take the whole device off.
That's right.
and,
It's easy.
it's very easy.
Absolutely easy.
This was the other one, I think. So this is one that's got.
Variety is wonderful. So this is a full face mask, and what this allows patients to do, especially if you have seasons where you have issues with maybe chronic seasonal allergies, you're a mouth breather, this particular mask will allow you to mouth breathe and get the same effective therapy. The beauty about this one is that this one here is a full face. It has memory foam. So this memory foam actually gives a comfortable, great seal with the mask on the face, doesn't leave marks. And when you put your mask on, the other nice thing is that you have the magnets here that will find their way back. Once they're adjusted properly, you just need to let the magnets find their way back. If you need to get up during the night for whatever reason, this simply pops off.
Another one that pops off, so
and
it's all about
allows you
convenience.
to get up, come back to bed, you didn't disturb your mask, and that pops back on.
Fantastic. One last question
Yes.
about the data that comes out of these devices.
Yes.
What's the accessibility for patients to be able to access that
They
data?
can download what's called My Air.
Right, but that's not the full data set. This is a subset.
So they get a lot of data actually on My Air. It's going to give you the apnea hypopnea index. It's going to tell you what the leak is running, and it's going to tell you, especially the most important thing that you ever want to pay attention to is leak, because leak affects your ability to have effective therapy with your pressures. That's the bottom line. So if you get happy faces, on your screen, on your mobile device, then it's telling you had effective sleep all night long.
But to be clear, just for the purposes of patients that want to get full access to all of the data that's being collected, they can't get to it.
Correct, and and it's because there's a lot of clinical stuff in there. Sometimes, honestly, they get the graphs. Somebody's going to have to speak to them as far as the clinical. The only thing that the clinical side is going to give them is we're going to give you more detail as far as for their home care dealers, where you get a whole night on this one. Their clinical provider can break it down into 5-minute increments, 3-minute, and actually see it a grander range of time.
Okay.
All right.
So remains to thank Susie for
Thank you.
joining me. This is Dr. Nick. I'm the incrementalist. I'm here at the ResMed booth at the Sleep Show.
Thank you for coming.